You know, if Peter, James, and John were here, you'd arrest them too. If John the Baptist was here, if Jesus was here, you would arrest him too.
You know what? No words could be said more truthfully than that. So recently this has been getting a lot of coverage between On Your Oath and the Armed Fishermen, and we figured that we at ROR could expose it ourselves as well to ensure even further that it goes viral all across the globe. That's one thing we need help from all of you on, by subscribing to this channel, hitting that thumbs up button, and leaving us a comment down below on what you think about this clear-cut First Amendment violation. With the primary victim being Kenneth Tyler Scott, and the main perpetrators being a Lieutenant Michael O'Reilly, badge number 43, and Chief Ciro Dominguez, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, badge number 33, both from the Naples Police Department in Florida. Now on June 7, 2025 at about 11 a.m., there was a PrideFest happening in Cambier Park. These cops, among many others, were on patrol in this area, trying to make sure things remain peaceful. But soon they come across Kenneth Tyler Scott and many others with him, protesting against the PrideFest, doing things like preaching the gospel and overall just exercising their rights to freedom of speech, religion, freedom of assembly, and right to peaceful protest. Now I don't know if it's because they were outnumbered like 5-1 here, but the cops made the decision to side with the PrideFest and violate the rights of those preaching the name of Jesus. And let me tell you, we the people, it's more than just a rights violation. It's a show of support for tyranny and corruption, a show of clear contempt from the police officers, and a show of absolute clear-cut stupidity. Not even ignorance. And I know I use the word stupid a lot in these videos, but I really do mean it this time. You'll see why toward the end, but for now, let's take a look at how this arrest initiated.
If Christ is not the mediator between you and God,
sir. I'm Lieutenant O'Reilly from Naples Police Department.
Yeah, how you doing?
You are in a public park, and the park rules say that the park employees are allowed to give directives. Please don't shout. You can talk to people as much as you want, but you cannot shout in the park.
It's called preaching.
I understand, sir.
Okay.
You can't preach out that loud. You can preach at a normal tone of voice, okay? Thank you, sir.
Wake up! God will not tolerate this forever.
We know each other, right?
Yes, and
Okay.
we know First Amendment too.
We know First Amendment. It also says you have to follow state statutes. Part of state statutes is city ordinances. City ordinance says this is a public park.
Well, the city ordinance is not going to supersede the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court goes above the city. They can make all the types rules and they want in the city, but Supreme Court is above it.
So you can use free speech. However, you do still have to abide by the city ordinance.
Do you have a decimal meter out here?
I don't need a decimal
Yes, you
meter,
do.
Sir, it's reasonableness. It's what is determined to be reasonableness.
Reasonable. You need to get across the street at the drinking fountain.
Sir?
Go across the street at that drinking fountain. You can't be on this side of the street.
Sir,
You cannot speak that high.
If you keep interrupting me, I can't answer your
I'm going to
questions.
tell you, you're not looking at what the Supreme Court. You're a heckler's veto. You become a heckler for these tools of sodomites, these sodomites here. God will not be mocked. You're defending the sodomites here. Wake up, repent.
This is what I want you guys to
Stop
do.
talking. You
Here's
told me
what
to
I want you
talk.
guys to do. It is a city park. We agree on
We're a
that?
public sidewalk.
You're not on a
This is
sidewalk.
a public sidewalk.
No, you're not.
You can't take our
This
rights
is a
away
city
on a public
park.
sidewalk. No.
It's a city park, and I'm asking you to just go to the grass side.
Why don't we just get the drinking fountain over there? Why don't we get to that
Can we
drinking
just
fountain over
do
there?
that for me?
You
And
know,
you
we're
can-
going to
you
have
can
the
do it from
Supreme
there.
Court. This is a great
You
case
can-
for the Supreme Court.
Yes, I know.
10346.
Who's going to be right? The city
Sir,
ordinance
can
or the
you-
Supreme Court?
I'm with you wherever
Can
you
you guys just go in the grass?
Hey,
All right, bring an arrest team. Bring an arrest team.
I'm 12.
that's right.
Sir,
Get news across the
put
country.
your sign
You're
down.
going to get news
Sir,
across this
go
I'm
country.
over
asking
there.
you kindly to put your sign down.
Just go in the grass. Just go in the grass. That's all I'm asking.
No, we want this.
you just meet
Every
me halfway?
place in the country is going to hear about this. We're going to
That's
start
fine.
fighting against the
That's
homosexual
fine.
drag queens.
Please, I'm asking just
Oh,
cooperate over
please
there.
don't do this. Please don't do this. As you watch these people here, but they're perversion. Those
So you get
lesbian
this
judges
straight.
aren't going to
I'm
defend you in
asking
God's
him to
courtroom.
follow a rule at a city park. This is a city
This
park.
is a public sidewalk.
I'm asking you to go over there.
This is a public sidewalk.
Sir, are you going to comply with the directions from the police officer?
No, I'm going to say this is a public sidewalk.
I understand, sir. Are you going to comply with the directions from the police officer? I'm asking you a question. I'm asking you a question. I'm asking you a question. Are you going to comply?
I'm going to do what he does.
Are you going to comply?
I'm going to do what he says.
And the arrest team,
Arrest for what?
obstruction, and violation of rules of
Sir, put your hands behind your back, please. You're under arrest. Put your hands behind your back. You're under arrest.
Nadia, can you take the sign? Yeah.
Put your hands behind your back. You're under arrest.
Please don't put them off.
So these tyrant cops arrested these people for apparently being too loud. Alright, let's get into this. Setting aside the fact that they are clearly abusing this city ordinance to violate the First Amendment rights, and the fact that they refuse to get a decibel meter out to verify whether or not they were even in violation of that so-called city ordinance, and setting aside the fact that there are Supreme Court cases supporting them being able to do this, even though they really weren't yelling that loud to begin with, why would they be against these people being too loud, but not the rest of the people at PrideFest? Oh, but don't worry, it gets worse. Get a load of this from one of the tyrant cops, who makes truly one of the most asinine claims I've heard in a long time.
Oh my goodness, Naples has to support
606,
the
copy DL number for 15.
God's not going to tolerate this forever.
I'm supporting the Constitution, sir. I'm supporting the Constitution, sir.
He really stated on the body cam that he is supporting this man's right to freedom of speech and religion. Liar! Oh really, officer? Well, what was it that we just saw on camera? Was that clear evidence of you supporting this man's right to freedom of speech and religion? His right to peacefully assemble on public forums? Are you even trying to be a good gaslighter here? Because there are some cops out there that are, believe it or not, pretty damn good at that. And all I can really say about the crowd cheering for this clear-cut rights violation is that it's such a shame. And we at ROR really don't care about what you believe in. Ultimately, that's going to fall upon you the day you take your last breath. But with that being said, imagine if the script was flipped. Imagine if the cops were to arrest one of those PrideFest goers for literally the same thing. Do you have any idea how big of media coverage this would get? At the very least, the cops could have just left these people alone and just monitored from a distance in case anything did get violent. But no, they had to take the proactive approach and step all over the Constitution. And that man was right. If Jesus was among them, he would be arrested too. Because of this obvious violation of the First Amendment right to freedom of religion, we're going to leave contact information down below to the Naples Police Department for all of you to hold accountable. Please make sure you be as respectful as can be if you decide to redress your grievances, but just like the acronym of our channel says, let them all hear our roar. Now this particular body cam footage that we got comes from the channel of On Your Oath. Make sure to go subscribe to him if you haven't done so already, and let Jeff Gray know that recognizing our rights sent you. Now in a situation like this would have been an excellent opportunity to have an attorney at their side at all times, to protect themselves from these anti-Christian tyrant cops. But how could they have an attorney at their side when they're stupid expensive? Well everybody, this is where Attorney Shield comes in the description, the pinned comment, or the QR code on the screen here. This one-of-a-kind app developed by Lackluster and Long Island Audit allows you to have an attorney on speed dial, and it also lets you record your interactions with nobody being able to stop you, not even the police. If this sounds like a wonderful tool to have on hand, which believe me it is, we encourage you to check out the plans they have available. And make sure to use our promo code of ROR1776 upon checkout, so you can get your first purchase of whatever plan you decide on 10% off. With that being said, everybody, thank you once again for watching. God be with all of you. Until next time, never stop loving the good old Constitution.